What's up to everyone watching the show, whether you are on YouTube or Facebook? Rep your city in the comments. And I do mean rep your city. I really mean it. Click like and share the show right now for us. Remember, sharing is caring. We appreciate you and your support. Today we have a plethora of topics surrounding relationships that we will talk about. They may be touchy for some, so stay right here because you don't want to miss this conversation. Shout out to Podcasted Studios and Groove Radio Detroit. Make sure you follow them on Facebook. They will have their websites listed on their pages, and follow them there also. Click like and share right now for us, or call in. Our call-in number is 248-854-9850. You are watching the Rocky Road Productions Porch Talk podcast. This is episode 51, the Love and Success edition, with myself, Rocky Road, Diana, Big Fella, and Shelby the Great. And you know what the good thing about it is? Everybody is freaking here. It's amazing.
10 toes down.
Right. You can stream our podcast on Apple, Google, Spotify, iHeart, Radio Public, and more. Send us your shady and scandalous stories. It can be any shady thing you got going on, relationships, some shit in your life. You know, maybe your cousin's on some BS, tried to swindle you out of some money. Who knows what it is? You know what I'm saying? Maybe your mama's doing something ratchet. Maybe she cheating on your daddy. You know, who knows? Whatever it is, it could be you. Maybe you was out with some dude and he started rapping at the table and he was something totally different than you thought he was. Whatever it is, send it in. We'll read it anonymously and we'll respond to it, okay?
Rapping at the table.
Anything. You know, people be ridiculous as fuck. So you can email it to Rocky Road Productions LLC at gmail.com, or you can go to the website at rockyroadmedia.com. Under the Contact Us tab, submit your crazy stories. You would submit it there. So we're going to get started. Our first question for today, or topic, is: have women became too masculine? And why do women want to be men, so to speak? Who would like to go first?
Why do women want to be men? Let's elaborate on what a woman being a man look like, just to get some clarity out there. Well, what do a woman being a man look like?
This is what you do. Pick a direction. Either go from your left or to your right, and allow us to.
Okay,
I just want that answered first. Please.
So women are becoming masculine. They want equality like men, but especially like. They want the same pay, they want the same jobs and all of this stuff, but they're not willing to do the same work. Let's put that out there.
For sure.
Just a lot of stuff like that. They want to be treated as men. They want what's good for men is good for me. Why can't men do this and we can't do that? That whole type of thing.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go. I actually have had this conversation several times in the last few months with certain females, and maybe like one didn't end in like an argument or whatever.
You said how many?
I would say probably like 6 or 7.
And you said one out of the 6 or 7.
One conversation did not end badly.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's denial is like huge. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times people are so quick, so defensive, and so quick to like disagree, and they haven't even thought about what you said. They really didn't even think about what you just said.
That's why I asked what I asked.
And it's like, just think about it. Like, the characteristics are there. We're not blaming anybody. A lot of women, they justifiably have to do more and all of this type of stuff. So I don't want to get the blame game on women. You know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is, they are doing a lot more masculine things that are making them very unattractive, to the point where it's like, dude, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
give examples.
Yes, please.
Just in a conversation, like you can't even have a conversation with a lot of the. I don't want to throw the race card out there. I'm gonna just say women. You can't even have a conversation with a lot of women, because as soon as you disagree with anything, it turns into an argument. Like, they get to interrupting you, they get to talking over you, they get to trying to run the conversation.
No, they don't.
and I'm like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking, then you talk, then I talk. That's a conversation.
Yeah.
But when you just, because you disagree with what I just said, you just about to chime in and let me fit. I've had so many women tell me, I don't want to hear what you're saying. because it's just different than what they're saying. Like, I don't even want to hear it. And then I said, well, I don't want to hear you. Click. Like, I'm just supposed to sit here and listen to you, but you can't listen to what I'm saying. Like, what sense did that make? So that just over aggression right there is just an example within the conversation context. It just makes it like, what are you doing? Like, I don't want to talk to my homeboy.
Right.
I want to talk to a female. You know what I mean? That should be a different tone. It should be a different vibe. It should be a different feel talking to a female versus talking to one of your homeboys. Now, if me and my homeboys debating something, we can debate something all day, and it would never turn into an argument.
No, it will not.
It would never turn into,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it would never be, you know what I'm saying, contentious.
But with females, they so combative, and they batting it back at you because they don't want to be not necessarily wrong. They don't want to feel like they're giving you the upper hand, so to speak.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, I'm not looking for an upper hand. I just want you to see what I'm saying and try to understand it, and let's move on to the next topic. You know, but that's one example. Another example is, I guess a lot of women are so used to running and doing their own thing that I don't think that they really know how to not lead. Do that make any sense?
Yes.
They don't know how to they don't know how to just allow the guy to, you know, steer the car for a second or for a few minutes or for a couple of days. And it just kind of clashes sometimes because it's like, you know, you looking for one thing, but you're not allowing that guy to be that. You know, don't say you want this, but you're not even cracking the door a little bit for that person to be that manly man that you talking about you want.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Man. You said a lot. You said a lot. Man, I don't know how to add. Only thing I can tell you is my personal observation, like today, for instance. You know what I'm saying? As far as women being very, very masculine. I'm coming from a job today. And I'm driving down Southfield Freeway. I have to give the location because, you know, I want people to be there with me. And I'm driving down Southfield. Well, I'm riding down Southfield Freeway because I'm riding with my homie. And we coming from this job in Allen Park. We coming northbound on Southfield. And I can't tell you how many cars we rode past with females in it. Either smoking weed or rolling weed. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Where has femininity gone in these women?
So it's not feminine to roll and smoke weed?
No, especially not with your child in the back seat.
Oh,
I think that's more so. I'm
feminine
sorry,
or masculine.
Go ahead.
I think
in front of your kids, I just think that's like the type
Poor
of parent.
parenting.
That's the type of parent you are for sure.
That's poor parenting all the way around.
But okay, all right.
I don't think that's.
Well, I'll tell you another thing. So that's two cars we rode past. One car, like cut us off.
Hold on. Was it a guy in the car with him?
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
Just two women.
Because then I'd be pissed at both of them. I'll be pissed at him for not.
No, I'm definitely
do
not.
that in front of the kids.
No, I'm definitely pissed, but I see the aggression because I'm on the road all the time. That's like my job, from house to house. So I'm always on the road, and I see the aggression level, and that's really, really high in these women now. You know what I'm saying? They really are cutting niggas off. You know what I'm saying? In traffic, like it's getting really dangerous. I can't tell you how long my boy leaned on his damn horn today because this chick just came off the on-ramp and just merged right on over into the middle lane. Not even her lane, but just the middle lane. You know what I mean? So I look at that and I had to, and I'm assessing like, what the hell is going on? This is not the first time this has happened. I mean, women are just, they zooming down the street. So I'm looking at, I'm like, damn, man, the aggression level in these women is through the roof.
It's heightened for sure.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So why is that? Man, I'm not too sure. You know, I have no clue. I don't know why women, you know, want to abandon femininity.
I don't. So, are you finished? I
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I can't. I try not to speak from a place of all women because I am not all women. But I don't think it is coming from a place of wanting to be a man or wanting to like outman a man. I think it's coming from like we all over 30. So if we look back, like when we were growing up, times are a lot different. You know, as far as roles go, as far as like finances go, as far as like how relationships operate and everything outwardly, not necessarily in the homes, but like outwardly to the public, like times have changed. Can we all agree to that?
Right.
So I think that with those times changing and the type of situations we have been placed in, it causes us to have to take a role on it for you. Like they like, no, I got it. Like you don't even, we don't know how to receive it anymore because it's not as many. Like we can all say like, yeah, oh, that's too aggressive, but it's so many men out here that are not manning. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so many.
Oh, it's
so many. So I'm not saying that it's okay for the women. Now that traffic driving bullshit. No, calm down, sis, because you causing an accident. Like you gonna cause an accident. I'm not agreeing with this at all. But on the flip side of it, it's difficult to let that guard down after so many times you have let that guard down and people have dropped balls. So we don't know how to. A lot of us don't come from examples of stuff like that. I came from a single parent household. I mean, I know how to change tires. I know how to get my keys out of my car. I know how to change my oil. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't, and my mother taught me how to do all of this stuff. I know how to drive a semi truck. I know how to drive a tow truck. Like I know how to hook a car up to a tow truck. However,
I don't know how to do none of that shit.
However, I do not want to get under the hood of that car and change that damn oil, sir. I do not want to get under that car and change them goddamn brake pads.
Okay.
So I'm not. Yeah. I won't.
So you said a lot. I agree. I don't think women are trying to be men. It just that's how it come across to us. Yeah. Like it just look like you're trying to do everything I'm trying to do and be like me when I really want you to be like you. And like you said, just because it's more responsibility, that still don't mean you need to be all rough and all aggressive. And as you said, man, listen, I drive all day too, man. Over 90% of the time that I get into it with somebody on the road, it's a female.
Fact.
This one girl, like I'm like, are you kidding me? Like I chased her down for like 2 miles just to pull next to her and ask her, is somebody dying? Is somebody in labor? Why in the fuck are you driving like that? She gonna raise her window, and I said it nicer than what I just said it right there, because I didn't want her to like pull off immediately. I really wanted her to answer that question.
Right? Yeah, you need to know
about to cause an accident,
right?
For no reason,
just swerving like you fucking Jeff Gordon,
right? Right. Maybe I can help you. Is the reason why you was asking that question for sure.
I mean, damn.
Yeah, you want to know,
but yeah, it has become. I'm gonna say society. I don't know who to blame it on, but I'm gonna say society has definitely made it a battle, made it a fight between females and males, to the point where females always on the defensive and they always feeling like they gotta prove themselves and they worried, like they scared. And I'm not saying they don't have reason to be, but they, like you said, they got that wall up, and society has done a good job of making us,
divided.
Yeah, divided for sure, because
it's definitely an implosion for sure.
Because, like I said, women they are just harder. They just hard, like conversation wise. Like I don't even feel comfortable even walking up to a female no more.
Oh,
like,
no, that's
how you doing?
That's over.
And definitely not with no group. That's if she with a group, but even when she by herself, like they don't look at you like I told. Like I don't know if it's a couple months ago when I said I had seen a lot of black women and I spoke, and like
nobody spoke back.
90% of them didn't say nothing back.
Yeah,
I'm like, man, like.
Oh no, it's bad out here, bro.
Yeah,
it's really at my job, man.
I gotta plug this in.
I go into the job, and I told the wife not too long ago. I said, man, listen, when I walk and I see a black female, and I'm gonna just have to say what it is. When I see a black female, head go down. You know what I mean? I don't even try to make eye contact. because I don't even want that energy. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever it may be. Feel me? I mean, I'm gonna have to catch your smiling from the side, but knee-jerk reaction, head down, keep on going. You see what I'm saying? And that's just the way it's, unfortunately, that's
because
how it's kind of enforced.
Rudeness?
Yeah. Huh. I mean, if you've ever seen a guy and you did it, like men, we have this thing where we acknowledge each other silently. We just head nod.
Right.
You know what I mean? What up? That's it. We don't even know words. It's
you just acknowledging somebody's presence. Right, facts.
Women, man, really will just like nothing on you. You know what I'm saying? You would catch eye contact, all of those things that happen, and then she'll just nothing. And you'll be like, whoa. You see what I'm saying? It's more so than not that would happen. So I just stay in the safe lane. I just don't say nothing at all.
You just speak when spoken to.
I just would love to let black women know, it's okay.
It is.
You can say hi. There are guys out there you can still trust with at minimum saying hi to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I think you should speak to. It's human decency to acknowledge a person.
Man,
like I was
it's always been human decency.
This is semi off topic, but since we want to talk about acknowledgement, like that should go both ways, and it may be because of what you said.
For sure.
But sorry, I told you I'm showing my house, right? And most of the people who are coming are couples, okay? And the men are not saying anything, and I'm like, we talked about this before. I'm the female. Hey, how you doing? That don't mean I want you. It's just I'm acknowledging that you fucking standing here and you see me.
Right.
They don't want that smoke.
But I say hello. It's this.
Mm-hmm.
Motherfucker, did you hear me talk to you? So it's the flip side for me. It's like I spoke. I didn't ask you for your phone number or where you live, and so I could come stay with you, and I didn't cuss you out.
It's not even that.
I just said, hey,
yeah.
I'm acknowledging your being. You know what I'm saying? So that shit go both ways. You ain't gotta be rude.
He don't want that smoke from that insecure woman he's with.
But even the single men who have come to my house with the realtors, they are not saying anything either. They're hiding behind a mat. Like I spoke.
But
you want to go?
He's traumatized.
But
you want to go home?
But the issue is the reason why he's not saying anything to you because he know for a fact nothing will get misconstrued if he says nothing.
I just said hi.
I understand that.
All you gotta do is say hi back. Don't ignore me.
But society is so volatile right now.
That's so rude.
Is that it is rude.
That's so rude.
But men got to think about themselves at this point. We got to protect ourselves. Like, okay, well, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing to this woman out of the way at all. I'm not gonna say
more rude
because of
than me making eye contact with you and not speaking to you, than me speaking to you and you not speaking back.
Yeah, but it's safe for him because that nigga can go to jail
for saying hi
a certain type of way.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
I mean, women have did worse. You know what I'm saying? Women have accused men of doing worse.
I hear you.
Do you know it was a case long time ago? The man didn't know this woman, never met her ever. She just said that this dude did something inappropriate. The police came, got him, took him to jail. So
that is awful. That is awful.
So men are being very, very cautious.
Did you hear about that new law they're trying to pass? I don't know where it is. I got to look into it a little deeper. But
here we go.
Saying this is now we been veered left. You took that into a whole new lane. But they trying to pass a new law to say that if the woman can claim rape even after the fact, sex,
yes,
and never saying no. Yes. I do not agree with that.
Yes.
Hold on. Can you repeat that?
The devil is busy.
A woman is even after sex, if she even never says no or stop, because we all know that in the middle of sex, if she say no, stop, walk the hell away.
Right.
But now they're saying if she even never says that and it's even completed after sex, if she feels like she goes back and thinks that she was raped or she was forced into that situation
after the fact,
that you are now going to court.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't agree with that either. As a mother raising a child, as a sister, as a daughter. What the hell?
Don't add murder to the list there.
That's wild.
Yeah, this is getting crazy.
That is wild.
This is getting
That's out of pocket.
This is
but
getting
listen
crazy.
though, I got a quick little story.
We got a call, y'all.
Okay.
We got a call. Caller, you on the line. This is Love and Success. Tell us what you want.
Yeah, I was just listening to the radio show.
Yes.
And I was just thinking to myself, us men, we do kind of want these females to acknowledge what they're doing wrong, but if we really think about it, it's what us men are doing wrong. Because if we were to be more solid men in this world, honest and mature, we would reflect to the women that they could be submissive, that they don't have to be aggressive, they don't have to be dominant, because that's what men do. That's why we have fathers. But if the so-called fathers, and I don't mean to speak on it like that, the baby daddies, let me say that, when you're having these baby daddies, then it's like, who are you talking to, sir? This is the kind of female that's going to get raised. Because you're not reflecting a man, a king. You're more reflecting a baby daddy. So who are you? And some females refer to men as sperm donors. No respect for it. So when females over generations start to look at, and this is my whole point, us men as losers, this is the attitude that creates. So this is, thus when you think about it, it's the man's fault. Let's stop acting like boony goons and stop acting like clowns and act like men, and we won't have our queens acting as such.
Okay.
I think there's a duality to that blame, though, because you can blame them.
I don't 100% disagree with you, but don't get me wrong, it's blame to be shared across the board. But to say that it's all the man's fault, I disagree with that.
Yeah,
I think it's
okay. And why would you disagree with that?
Okay, I'm about to tell you. I think it's a shared responsibility. I don't think it's about who did what first. I think you need to work on yourself first, because just as many men that you say is trash, I know a lot of men that's not. In fact, I know way more men that are not trash.
Absolutely,
that are very good men, very good fathers. But on the flip side, I can't say the same thing about females when we're talking about overly aggressive and overly, hard. I know more of them that are on that more aggressive side and more defensive side than not. Mm-hmm. So I'm not saying it's more women fault. I'm saying it's blame to be shared on both sides. It's not all on the men.
I think it's parenting.
Let me walk with you, because you said you know a lot of great men. Yes, we do have a lot of great men, but majority rules as far as influence. If there's a majority of people acting ratchet more than the conscious people are going to tend to go towards the ratchetness, just like you see in school. Who clings on to the nerd? No one clings on to the nerd. You have a majority of ratchets than you do have nerds. The level.
I understand that, and I agree with that, but you're talking about in school. If you want to talk
I'm talking about in general. I'm talking about in general, because if you do it this is why I said in a time, you can't just go off this generation. You have to go way, way, way back and how it grew into this.
That's why I feel like it's parenting.
Yeah, it's definitely generational. It's not just something that happened overnight, for sure.
Can I just interrupt briefly? Just for 1 second. Is this, I might be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll just be the ass of today. But is this Brody?
No.
No? Oh. All right, I was wrong. You just sound like him.
Yeah, you got a New Jersey flow.
Yeah, like the guy off the wire. Okay, my bad. Who is this?
Aaron Johnson.
Hi, Alan. How are you? Thank you so much for calling in. Okay, y'all can go back to talking. I'm sorry.
No, but I was just saying that it's definitely a generational thing. It's definitely something that snowballed over the years, on both sides, on males and females. So that's why I don't like really playing the blame game as far as how things started. All I like to go on is what's going on right now. And what's going on right now is everybody, men and women, need to work on themselves, need to work on respecting others and working as a team. Right. And that's not what we're doing. We're very individualized. We're very selfish. We're very self-centered. And that is attributing to a lot of disconnect. Yeah, and it's attributing to a lot of men who maybe like a woman, and like she said earlier, that woman is scared to let her guard down, even if that particular man is not on bullshit. You know what I mean? And we got to work on each other. We got to build that trust together. It ain't just one person's fault.
Can I just add on? Like when I walked in, I heard you say, Brian, about black men have been targets. We've been an immediate threat to a lot of different cultures in the beginning in America. You know
Absolutely.
what I mean?
Hell
so
yeah.
we have been deprived to a lot of different things, and we have been targeted as public enemy number one for real. And the first thing that they do is turn our women against us.
No doubt. No doubt.
I mean, whether it's through the media, through TV, whether it's through the radio, through the commercials, through its advertisement or whatever, they have immediately turned black women against black men.
Right.
And I said before, black women has been the only women I ever heard say that they don't mess with black men publicly.
Yeah.
Like they would never mess with a black dude publicly. I never heard no other race say that they won't mess with their own. So it's somewhere when he was talking about the past, big fella, I understood what he was saying, but he has to hear what he's saying too, in the sense of knowing what we went through in order to be where we at right now.
And I mean, I want to piggyback off that a little bit, just real quick. Excuse me. So I agree. You know what I'm saying? In the duality of the blame. And if we want to retrograde the destruction of like the black home, because I feel like we're talking about the black community at this point. If we want to discuss the implosion of the black home, like you got to go all the way back to that welfare project when it was to displace the black man in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So that it began there. That's why it's not really like your fault or my fault.
Right.
It's just
right.
systemically how it was set up to keep us divided. So
And that's
then it
why
goes
black-
down
and,
to
you know,
parenting. You know
but
what I'm saying?
right, but that's-
I'm sorry. I just want
No,
this
go
point,
ahead.
like, because parenting.
okay, and I get all of that.
One second. With parenting, you know, you have a lot of single family households. You know what I'm saying? Where the woman is the primary caregiver, and what we are doing to our sons versus our daughters is raising our sons to be a lot more passive to the world. We are coddling them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And we are like,
Feminine.
we are.
Preach.
I mean, I don't necessarily think all of us are making them feminine per se, but we are coddling them. You know, we are not raising our boys to do the things that boys should do. And it's not, I don't necessarily agree with the term a woman can't raise a boy to be a man. Like, you raise your son to be a upstanding citizen. You know what I'm saying? First of all. But then we're raising our daughters so aggressively. Like, you go take out that trash. If you fall down, get your ass up. You don't get to cry. Wipe your tears off and keep it moving. But when your baby boy fall off his bike, here you come running like, oh my God, he got to scratch the side of the head with. Like, oh my God. So it's just like, it just continues to go on that way. And then now we have fuck boys and simps, and then you get your men who are raised to be decent. Nobody fucks with them. And the same thing for women. We are so aggressive and assertive because that's how we were raised to be.
Right.
Like, I have to be that way.
Yeah. Yeah,
Right.
this is
So
a
that's just a
60-year
spin on that.
project
Yeah.
gone wrong.
Yeah.
And that's
Okay.
Go ahead.
But I wanted to explain my logic, because at the same time, even though y'all saying that we have a system that put us in that place, we control ourselves. So how does the men lose that control? We, as men, we have to take the blame because we are the men. We can't say, oh, we share that. We are king. If this is going down, the queen is to help us maintain the kingdom. So if the kingdom is going down, the king is to blame. If the system, listen, wait. If the system made us slaves or made us want to go out and hustle and made us want to do this and make us lack the home, then we are to blame to let that happen, to allow that to happen.
But you talking about?
It was up to us to know that family is more important than the streets.
But you talking about? We only been 60 years free.
That's it.
60.
That's it.
60 out of a country that's 500 years old.
All right.
So you know.
We got somebody calling in, love. They've been calling in for a bit.
Right.
So let me answer them, and you can call back. I appreciate
we
you so
gonna
much.
get you back. We gotta get you
We
back.
We got to get you back,
You
okay?
need to get him
Definitely.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Hello, you are talking to Love and Success. Thank you for being patient. What you got to say to us?
How's it going? Like,
Hey, what's
wait,
going
like,
on?
can you guys hear me by chance?
Yeah, we hear
Can
you.
hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah, like, I want to just oh man, oh shit, I think I'm like the. Wait, can you hear me? Oh shit, I'm losing connection.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, take your time.
He gonna have to call back. I think he hung up.
I mean, I hear what my man's was saying that was previously calling. Like, I hear you, but when you don't know how to change anything in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You have to. You kind of got to grow up and experience life and come up with your own ideals, because we're raised with other ideals in our head and other people's morals. So you don't really get to develop a sense of self and righteousness until you get some life experience.
But
you know what I'm saying?
You talking about a group of people, which I mean us, only had three generations into freedom.
Exactly.
But we are like tied into systemic beliefs and belief systems. You know what I'm saying? So it's only a few of us who are, as we grow and who have access to certain resources that our families have given us, that have given us the tools to be like, no, we family. That's it. But majority of us are like, no, fuck you.
When he referenced the kings and queens, and I'm like,
that's wrong right there.
I'm like, wait a minute, like you skipping a bunch, like
you went from all the way back there to here,
because we got to establish roles. I mean, we're way beyond that at this point. You know what I mean?
Right.
Women are not operating in their feminine energy.
Not at all.
You see what I'm saying? And which is their superpower. But that's one of the biggest issues that we have, is that, and that's the disconnect that we have. And okay, to turn that on men, we're talking about women being too masculine. That's the problem. Right. The problem right now is that women are way too goddamn masculine. They taking on roles that they really, if you honestly get with them and put them in the corner and make them feel good and safe and make sure that their belly is full, they'll tell you they do not want to take the helm of this wheel. They do not want to be in control.
Man, what? I'll be the first one to tell you. I don't like this.
Right.
Yeah, hell no. I'm not
gonna do it. Fine.
I don't like this.
Perfectly fine, but unfortunately, society has made y'all women believe that that's what y'all need to do.
It's so systemic, and that's what I said. Like, if we can go back and just identify with that, it's mothers who are causing this issue. You know what I'm saying? Well, and I say mothers. I mean, it's a duality to the blame, because there are the absent fathers as well. But the mothers who are raising these children are raising that division.
Well, I would say this. Can I say? I'm really gonna be done.
Shut up.
Really gonna be done after this.
I'll shut the hell up. I would shut the fuck up. I was saying, we said this a long time ago. Black men has been gunned down in public, standing up for what we believe, right? In public eye, right? Mm-hmm. There has never been a black civil rights woman ever been gunned down publicly, ever. No, because they can't. Now, if that would have happened, our roles would be kind of different, because it would have shown that they don't care about neither side. Mm-hmm. Now, with that being said, we have to really look at why that never happened. But at the same time, women say we need to stand up for our community, but there's no more Rosa Parks. There's no more, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Other cultures, they fight with their whole family, and we fight with just men.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Mm-hmm. And so when the whole family go out, you don't know who to kill, because in other cultures, they never let you know who's the leader. Right. In our culture, we always either label a leader, or we want to be the leader. Mm-hmm. Right. That's why in other cultures, that's why when they go for different families and drug cartels and things like that, or anything, they don't know who to get, because they don't know who to pinpoint as being the leader. Right. Mm-hmm. With us, we are classified in a particular box. You know what I mean? That's why I'm just saying that with women having this strong masculinity thing is based on a whole thing of black women deciding which side they want to be on. Is it the money or the family?
Facts.
And so when it boils down to, when they chose the money, they kicked black men out the household.
Thank you.
And they pushed them away from this,
because they chose
the systemic
money.
Implosion.
They chose the money.
It was a systemic implosion, though, because when you add that time to it, in the time of which all that implosion happened, people were struggling. The money was the issue. So if I get rid of you and I have the money to solve the issue, then I no longer have to deal with you, and I'm okay. And we come from a lineage of, and this may upset some people, but it is what it is. We come from a lineage of people who are easily manipulated. You know what I'm saying? Because, and I'm not about to go back and forth with slavery and all that shit. I got my own opinions about all of that. But we come from a lineage of people who are easily manipulated by things.
Okay.
By things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, at what point do we break that cycle?
Right.
And then
I'm just talking about with monetarily, not, you know what I'm saying, and
you.
money, clothes, cars, and because it went from just money to now it's things. It's who got the biggest house, it's who got the nicest car, it's who got the finest whatever, and who got the whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it's still that separation, because if I can do all of this without you, I don't need you.
Hold on one second, we're gonna answer.
That's the perception.
Unfortunately, I don't.
Hey, you on Love and Success? You on the line? What's going on?
What's up?
Hey, Aaron Johnson, I'm back.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Let's
there
go.
you go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
The man at hour. What's going on?
Anything else you want to add right quick before we get into you?
You're right.
Before we go on break, and we still haven't got the other 3 topics.
Man, this is on fire right now, man. You know.
Alan came in with some steam.
Yeah, he did. What's going on, Alan?
The guy with the red hat, what's his name?
Big fella.
Big fella.
What up?
Big fella. He's on my lane, you know, of what I'm trying to say, because when I refer to kings and queens, I don't mean literally kings and queens. I'm just saying that is our birthright from since day one. We are the original man.
Okay.
But that's a whole nother topic. Because I'm just trying to, get y'all on where I'm at with it.
Okay.
As far as we have that role. And if the system is breaking down us, we're allowing that to happen because we're the men and we have to stand up for something. But like Big Fella was saying, they know how to strip us down of that. Right. They make us weaker of that. But again, it's because there was 2 topics that I noticed that we were talking about. One topic, we're talking about the present time. Yes, the present time and how do we solve this problem. But what I'm saying is where the problem came from, because that's the way we can solve the problem, find the source of the problem. This way, now we could bring that sort of, I'll say, now we have an understanding. The only way you could conquer anything is to understand it. So if you go back and you understand, okay, why is it like this now? This is why I mean by it's the man's fault. So it's how do we solve this? Then the men have to be men once again. We must give these females the reason, even though it's gonna be hard. Like you said, it's gonna be extremely hard now because we allowed it to get this worse.
Okay, so let me ask
with our antics.
Let me ask you a question. Are you what's your nationality? Just so I know.
Black.
Okay. So do you have a lot of black women in your family?
Yes, I do.
How easily is it to persuade them to do something?
Hard. It's very hard.
Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is I agree with you that men do have a huge responsibility, but we definitely need our women on board. We need their help.
Right.
We need cooperation.
We can't do it by ourselves, man.
Right.
That's why I said we're talking about 2 different subjects. Yes, because now you're talking about that, and I agree with you on that. But when you say who's to blame, it's shared. No, it's not shared. Who's to blame is us. How we fix it now, we have to work together now, because now the problem has grown to the point where y'all have to have self-control because we cannot control y'all. So in order for this to work, we have to, and this is how we're going to break it down. We could go back to times. We'll tell you what's the problem, why you're so unruly, why you're not masculine, you're dominant, and you have reason to be, but you don't need to be. Be the queen that you are, because you have a king. But that is so hard to believe because what's their knowledge? What's their history of it? Yeah,
I agree with you. Education is definitely huge, and it would definitely help with a lot of the things that's going on right now if people were more educated, not just about true history, but just period. But do you at least agree that to solve the problems that we're having, it's a shared project?
To work together, yes.
Okay.
Because we were divided. We was divided. This is why we're being conquered.
Go ahead, Rocky.
I got a comment. I just want to speak on women, man. I get on my platforms and I tell women all type of stuff, and They bark. They bark on obvious shit. I said, if you're 300 pounds and your stomach is in your fucking lap, there's no reason to wear a belly top or a bikini. And they said, who are you to say what beauty is and this, that? Motherfucker, if you're fat, bitch, cover up. What is this about? And I mean, and I don't even say it like that. Right. I don't even say it like that, but that's how it makes you feel, because it's like, stop, bitch, stop and shut the fuck up. Stop arguing shit that's obvious. These same women, you will tell them 2 + 2 = 4, and they're gonna say, no, it doesn't, because on a leap year it's 5. Are you fucking nuts or what?
That's that hyper ass
you see what I'm saying?
That we have been provided.
So they're fucked up. But listen, stay with us. We gotta go to break. We gotta pay some bills, and we gotta get another one of these topics in at least.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we still on number 1.
Yeah. This is a hot topic. We might have to revisit this one. All right.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
I just think that at the end of the day, you have to first, before you submit to somebody, you have to believe in them. You know what I'm saying? And I think that a lot of people pair up with partners and they don't believe in them.
Very, very, very interesting about Sha'Carri. Sha'Carri is unapologetically her. After all of this press, she's been getting a lot of negative press about who she is. Oh, she got a long weave, she got long nails, she got tattoos. People want to call her a man. People want to call her a rat. It's so much controversy here when, I ain't never read in track that you couldn't have long nails. And a lot of the women she was running against, black as well, had nails. They might have not been as long as hers.
It's only ever been like maybe 2 or 3 people that I cared about that enough to like, if they cheat, I'm hurt. But the rest of them, like, I play the role, and then nigga, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't care that much about a lot of people.
Nigga, real talk though. Listen, this is real talk. I only had 2 people that I could say, that I found out some shit, and that shit hurt me to my soul.
And with those 2 or 3, if they would have chose to have an open relationship with me, we'd have been better off.
I'm tired of this shit. Like, I'm tired of the people who live these social media ass lifestyles when it's people who know the real you. What y'all should do when y'all be on some bullshit is stop just following people who know your real lifestyle, especially the people who could give a fuck less what you do or don't do. But don't put no shit on social media where people who know what you do can like be like, this week.
I came out here, I kind of wanted to be under the radar. My husband is home, so being messy or even the slight appearance of it is risky. So I just figured I'd come outside and, kind of be incognito, if that's even possible around here, but we'll pretend it is.
Like some of y'all women get with men because you think they got a couple dollars and they not spending shit on you.
Yeah, that's
or
crazy.
Or fat ass kids. Stop trying to find a man to be a baby daddy for your kids. That's not their kids. Y'all can't be trying to date these men and be thinking they supposed to do for your kids. That's not their responsibility, especially when y'all dating. Where the fuck is the daddy?
Or let's normalize. Stop having kids with everybody.
Yeah,
not
just
married.
anybody.
What is that shit
right.
about? Y'all be out here having a whole kennel of kids.
Yeah, fooling. Look, math fit teach math and exercises. Just ask Miss Dana, she'll simplify it. It's interactive, fun, and engaging. Everybody welcome, all kinds of ages. You ain't even got to be in the classroom. Just zoom online and hop on the YouTube. So get your pen and pad, be ready to learn. And don't forget your gym shoes, we got cows to burn. Math fit, come on. Math fit, everybody, come on. You got a lesson to learn. Get ready, now it's your turn. With math fit, math fit. Where we work out and divide, add and subtract, multiply, and math it. Come on, math it. Everybody, come on. You got a lesson to learn. Get ready, now it's your turn. With math it, math it. Understand it, bust. Where we work out and divide, add and subtract. mad fit.
Yeah, we back. Okay, so the next topic is it acceptable for women to make more than their man in a relationship or marriage, you know?
Can I read y'all something about that?
Yes, please
y'all
do.
Y'all can talk until I find it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't have it up yet.
I think so. I think if the man is comfortable with that, some men aren't comfortable with their women making more, but I think as long as you have... Yeah, you should get with her if that's the point. But I think that as long as the bills are paid and you guys have an agreement and a system, I don't see the issue. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get these bills paid. But at the end of the day, you have to be willing to still let him be the man, even though you make the most money. Go ahead.
So I came across this on it's a bit lengthy, so I'm gonna get through it. But I came across this on Facebook, and it's coming from a man.
Okay.
So he says, about 3 years ago, I was dating a woman that was making $125K while I was making $40K a year. My credit score was 560 while she had a 706. I had an apartment. She had a house. She's Muslim. I'm Christian. We had totally different upbringings and views on relationships and marriage. I saw her make investments while I didn't even understand what interest was. She was on a different level than I was at that time, but being with her exposed me to find myself and understand elevation. I couldn't lead this woman for nothing. I wasn't emotionally intelligent to understand how she needed to be loved, so I lost that woman, and it probably was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. I learned the value of leadership, finances, and how much past traumas affected a relationship. I saw what I needed to work on. Accountability is everything, and it will change your life forever. Now he's talking about how he makes $40K a year, his credit score is up, and all of that. So nonetheless,
hold on. You went first last time. Let me go.
Okay. Go ahead.
You got to understand the female's nature, right? Women are hypergamous by nature, meaning that they go up, never down, never even, but always up.
We always moving.
You know what I'm saying? Which is fine, because that's a part of y'all survival instinct.
Yeah,
is to always get the most attractive, you know what I'm saying, most physically fit, financially wise, and so on and so forth. You know, all this stuff goes into y'all, because you're going to be vulnerable at some point in time for a very, very lengthy time. Case in point, pregnancy. Women are, at that point in time, you're limited, totally limited.
Ooh,
all that fucking superwoman goes out of the window, right? You know what I'm saying? So you need to 100% depend on that man. And if that man is not at the position where he can financially make sure and take care of everything, yeah, you're not gonna take him serious. So when me and my wife got together, I knew for a fact, the moment that she told me that she was pregnant, the moment I knew I needed to make more money. I knew I needed to do that because of her comfort level. Her comfort level was paramount, okay, over me. So I knew I needed to work 2-3 jobs, hustle on the side, take pictures at the goddamn at the fucking bar, whatever, you know, bartending, and I did it all, and made certain that the life that was in her belly was fine. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately, children share the same, you know, they share the same energy as the parent who's carrying them, right? So I didn't want my child, my offspring, to go through any type of unnecessary stress. All right, but women are hypergamous. Men need to understand that. It's nothing wrong with that. Just like men love beautiful women, men love fat asses, women love fat pockets. Go.
Period. All right, so first of all, I'm shocked that she was even entertaining him.
I was too, honestly.
I'm shocked.
To be like that.
I know what type of woman that is.
Voice of the North.
I'm shocked she was entertaining him for that long.
Yeah, had they stayed together, then I would 100% agree with you. But that was just that was just completely like, because we talked about that before.
And I mean, the fact that she's Muslim and he's Christian, and then all the other details, I'm just shocked that went for that long.
He might have been piping the living
my point
shit
of reading that was
out of her. He had
that was his only thing to bring to the table, for sure.
He was rolling.
My point of
that
reading
If that was the case, she would have
the fact that she helped him evolve his thinking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't always happen, but that was my point of reading that. Not because what the fuck was that?
Oh yeah, she came in his life to teach him something. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
Well, if that's the case, why not just keep going and end up seeing the fruits of your labor?
Because we're not all teachers. Teachers just pass you on to the next class.
Oh. I'm just saying that was just like, but yeah,
you right.
He graduated.
But just to tag on, just to tag on to what he said. Women definitely are attracted to a man who got his shit together. You know what I mean? And financially is a big part of having your shit together.
Hell yeah.
I don't see a problem with a woman making more. It's really about how them to deal with that and still juggle the responsibilities and the role, so to speak. Mm-hmm. Because I still don't want to do no dishes. I don't care if you make more than me. I don't want to do no dishes.
That's what we got a dishwasher for.
Or we hire somebody.
You know, I'm just saying there's certain things that I don't want to do. Either. Just like there's certain things that women don't want to do, regardless of who making more money. Women still don't want to take out the trash. They still don't want to fix the car. They still certain things they don't want to do, and that's fine.
I don't mind taking out the trash. I don't. Huh? Oh yeah, my husband had to talk me out of that shit. Because my dad always had me taking out the trash. You know. So shit, I just started taking out the trash.
Yeah,
I don't like that shit either. I ain't gonna let that stinking ass trash sit in the house either. But I don't
want to smell the goddamn trash.
I hate doing them dishes, dog. I hate doing the dishes.
I don't mind. I don't like taking it. I mean, I don't mind taking it to the garbage can, but I don't like pulling that can down.
I don't like cleaning the toilet.
You know what? Yeah, I feel you. You know what, then, too? Oh, my God, we don't even have so much enough time, and we got a caller.
I think that's Alan again.
Caller, you on the line. Tell us what you want.
I was listening, and I just realized how both topics kind of stem together. Yeah, how you was like, men have to be the men in the relationship because we are the provider. So the women are always going to look to us as they should. So if we don't oppose or make ourselves this king that they can run to, this is where everything falls down, even in a relationship. This is why we have to be men.
Right. And see, you basically what you're talking about is self-determination. Men have a lot of work to do. I understand that. And we all understand that. But at this point, we need a cooperative body as well. And that needs to be the opposite sex. They have to be on our side when it comes to this. Men are doing all of the heavy lifting right now. We're doing what we're supposed to do right now. We're trying our damnedest. Now, in the past, we fucked up. Okay, got you on that. What we gonna do further? What we gonna do with our sisters? Our sisters need to get on our page as well. And that's where we are right now.
That's where we are right now. And that's gonna be the hardest thing to accomplish. But I think the only solution that is to understand where they're coming from. To be
man, we know where they're coming from.
Let me
we been knew where they came from. I
want to go deep in it real quick. What I mean by understand, probably the word that I should have used was be more compassionate to their situation. Because they blow up, and yes, they do crazy. It makes us crazy, and it makes us frustrated. And and we feel like we're the victims because it's like, can you work with me and not work against me? Can you calm down? Can we lower our voices? This is not working. All of that energy is hard, but we have to, as men, understand that where they're coming from, that we're going to get this. And we cannot be weak when we get this because we have the understanding of where it comes from.
I feel you on that. I feel you on all of that. But at the end of the day, we done heard from Sally Jesse Raphael. We done heard from Gerardo. We done heard from from the View, from the Talk. We done heard from Rachel Ray. We done heard from everything. We done heard from TLC about Scrubs and No Good Nicks. We done heard everything that they want. Everything. You see what I'm saying? We know exactly what the problem is in our community. Can we now turn the fucking camera on them and say, hey, well, listen, you need to cut around the edges as well. You know what I'm saying? You need to sharpen this up a little bit as well. Then we can go ahead and move forward together, you know what I'm saying, equitably and you know what I'm saying, and amicably. I mean, but right now, go ahead.
Let me ask you this. How?
You said how?
Imagine if I'm the female, because I put myself in that place.
Yes, you have. Go ahead.
I say to myself, how? Because I could give y'all a chance.
Okay.
And then if y'all fail, it's everything that I've always believed. And it's a majority. Some of these females don't even have to test the waters. They have relationships with girlfriends that can tell them about the waters. And it's like, it's such a fear that if they do submit, you must. It's a must that you play the game. It's a must, and it has to grow into such an appearance, if I have to say, such a grand thing that it's gonna reverse it. Because now
you
women
know
can
how?
see it.
I'll tell you.
We got 2 minutes, y'all. 2 minutes.
And this ain't gonna take nothing but 30 seconds. This is how women find out what to do. Ask a man that does not want anything from you.
Facts. I agree.
On how to identify the man you need to be with. And be with that man. Work with that man. Build with that man. Mm-hmm. Do that. Don't ask no more questions. Just do that.
Going back to the present conversation. Well, you need to earn this amount of money and know how to be that example.
I'm talking about a daddy, an uncle, a cousin. I'm talking about somebody who don't want nothing from this woman that can sit back and tell this woman, this is what you need to do. You need to pick this guy so he can be your leader.
Mr. Johnson, we are running out of time, love. Please tune in next time, because the next episode we're going to get to the next 2 questions. Obviously, this was a very hot topic,
Hell yeah.
so we weren't able to fulfill it. So my apologies for the 2 questions we did not get to. Ultimately, our culture has got to stop living out of fear. We have to start leading with love. Everything we are nightmared and fearful of every fucking thing. Let's just, the boogeyman lives in everything with us, and it's gotten out of hand. And our women need to stop going to the highest bidder. We will come back next time. Love you all for tuning in. Please go to RockyRoadMedia.com and catch up on all of our other shows. Make sure you tune in to Sports Talk on Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And Vitamin D is coming after us right when we sign off. Rants and Robes is on Wednesday on Instagram Live. Just go to the website and find all this stuff. And because I love that y'all fuck with us. And let us know where you from. All right, check out this.